Hi, my name's Dave. I'm the founder of Validar, and today I'm going to walk you through how you can get set up so that Validar can do your shipping address validation very quickly and easily. It's a famous 5-minute install. We'll get it done in less than that. So here's basically what happens when you install the app. Starting with the screen here, I'm on the Validar Address Validation screen. You should see this embed once you install our app on Shopify. From here, it's an easy 3-step process to get started here. So the first step here is that you can customize the look and feel of the address confirmation pop-ups. The second one is specifying any rules that you want us to enforce. And then the third is just turning it on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through what each of those steps looks like. So first here, customize the look and feel of the address confirmation pop-ups. If I click on this link here, it takes me over to this screen where I have 5 different pop-ups that Validar can put. So when Validar gets installed in your app, we're going to show up on the thank you page of your workflow. So after the customer finishes purchasing, then we're going to take that address information, we're going to run it through our API, and we're going to check to make sure that everything's okay. And if it isn't okay, then we're going to use one of these 5 pop-ups, or maybe more than one of these 5 pop-ups, to talk to your customer and try to get them to give you the proper address information. So each of these pop-ups here, let's talk about what they are and what they mean. So the first one is the suggestions pop-up. This right here is where we've gone through and we validated the address and we found that it's pretty close, but maybe there's one thing that they could change to make this super friendly for the Postal Service or USPS or FedEx. And so if that's the case, what we're going to do is we're going to pop up the suggestions box. And that suggestions box is going to have the original address at the bottom and then other suggestions, with the best one that we think is going to be on top. And everything about this pop-up here is something that you can configure. So if you want to say, please pick your shipping address, then you can come over here to title and change the word select to pick. And you can do this with every single piece of text over here on the right, so that all of the labels and the various subtitles, you can also change the text color over here. So if I would prefer to have everything red, which might match your site better, then you can do that as well. So once you've finished all of this design over here, you can just click save, and that will save everything so that it will show up on your site. Now, the same kinds of changes can be made to any one of these pop-ups. So let's go through and talk about what the other pop-ups mean. So the second one here is invalid address. This is a pop-up that you're going to see if for some reason they've typed an address that's just so off the map, we can't locate it at all. And if that's the case, we'll pop this up and then they have a choice of either updating it or using this address. If they click the update, then they're going to see the update address pop up here. And this is where they can completely re-enter the address from scratch. Okay. Then we have 2 other pop-ups here. These are kind of status pop-ups. One of them says checking your address. This is actually the first one that they will probably see on your thank you page. Immediately after submit, we're going to grab the shipping address, we'll submit it to our service in Validar, and we're going to check it out. So this is the screen that you can use to change whatever you want to say here. You could say validating your address. We could say check your shipping address, whatever you like. This is something that's very easy for you to change. Lastly here, once they've actually submitted a change, whether it's a suggestion, whether it's a full rewrite of the address, whatever, once they've said, okay, this is the address I want you to use, then this is the dialog that will be displayed afterwards that says, hey, we're all done and your shipping address has been updated. So each of these can be changed according to what you want. Any changes that you make over here are things that you're going to see live. As I'm going through these various changes here, you see that went from a dark blue to a light blue. I can change that over here to a completely different color like a green, and now it changes that. So you're welcome to change this to match the look and feel of your site as much as you want. The one thing you need to do when you're all done is click this save button right here. And once you've done that, your settings have been saved. Now you can either click back to home and go to the address rules link here, or you can click the rules at the top here. These menus will take you to all the same things that these links do over here. We're just trying to make it easy so you can follow a step workflow. So the address validation rules, these are additional things that we check after we've done the basic address validation. So the address validation just checks to make sure, is this an address that exists somewhere in the world that we know we can ship to? And then after we figured that out, the next step is, does this follow all of the rules that we might want to actually do on top of that? So here's a common example. Let's say you're shipping through USPS. USPS does not allow you to ship to post office boxes. So you might come in here and say, we're going to exclude post office boxes from any shipping address that they enter. So if they've entered a PO box of some form, then we're going to reject that up front. And this is the message that we will post to them that says we can't deliver to a PO box. So here's a list of some things that you can change right now. USPS Go Post, highway contract route addresses, and addresses that might be missing house numbers. So we're constantly adding new ones, but these are the basic rules that we have for now. Your screen may have some other new rules in there, so keep in mind that those are the rules that we'll be able to check. If you want any of the rules, just simply click on and then click Save Settings, and now you're done. When you've finished all of your rules, come back over here and click this link that says Enable Now. And once you've done that, Validar is ready to go. We will take every single order that goes through your system. We'll do the address validation, we'll do the rule check, and we'll pop up the things for your customers to let them know that there are problems if they run into them. We hope that helps. If there's a problem, please drop us a line in our support. You can reach us also via support@validar.io. Happy shipping!